Hey everybody, my name's Tennille, and in this video we are doing my updated everyday makeup routine. I haven't done a video like this in over a year or two, so I thought it was time. Yeah, let's get into it. I've done most of my skincare. I always add a lip balm on before I start my makeup, and my favorite one to date is the NUXE Reve de Miel. It's just so creamy, really nice. It really softens up the lips, and I don't think I can use another one. Every time I sit down to do these beauty videos, I always forget the order of things. I prime. Oh my gosh, I prime. My primer of choice, of course, when I sit down to do this video is almost done. It's the NARS Oil-Free Pore Refining Primer, and I love this stuff. I don't know if I can squeeze any more out, but I'm gonna try. Got some. Oh, look at you doing this without a mirror. What are we doing next? After we prime, we're going to color correct because my dark circles are really bad because school is hectic this week. What I'm going to be using is my old-time favorite, and it's the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Peach Luster. It's just kind of like an orange color to cancel out the color of my dark spots. I put that underneath my eye, on my eyelid, lids. A lot of the times I like to add that all over my chin and even around my mouth because I feel like for a lot of people their dark spots are around their mouth as well. After that, I just take my beauty blender and blend that out. But yeah, how are you guys? I feel like I need to do like an actual update video on like what I'm doing with my life because I don't want to get rid of personable videos on my channel. I want you guys to know who I am, and I want to know who you guys are too. I love this corrector so much. It's so lightweight. I can't feel it, especially because I'm putting on foundation and concealer. I don't need a heavy corrector underneath it. Also, to help conceal, I have this MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and this is in the shade NC50. I just take a little bit of that and I put it over the scar underneath my eyebrow. If you are a long-time subscriber, I've mentioned in my other makeup videos before, but I got this scar from the first time I ever waxed my eyebrows. The wax was way too hot, so youngins, be careful if you're ever doing it for the first time. This concealer is just, it will cover anything. What is next? So my all-time favorite foundation of life is NARS Sheer Glow. If you have not tried this or sampled this, you need it in your life. Macau is my winter color, and then New Orleans is my summer color. But right now I'm having this like weird in-between shade between summer and fall, and for some reason mixing these two don't work. So what I started doing was I mixed it with my other favorite foundation from the drugstore, the L'Oreal True Match, and this is Match Made. Some of this on the back of my hand. It has a nice medium coverage. It looks natural, stays on for a long period of time. And the True Match, again, such a natural finish. And I like the yellow undertone in this one. This is actually neutral, but it gives the right amount of yellow undertone. Not too much, not too little. Starting in the center, that's usually where I like the most coverage. Then I just blend that with my beauty blender. I also wanted to do this routine because like as I changed my hair color, I kind of wanted to switch up some of my makeup items as well. And like I'm loving this blonde brown thing, and I think I'm going to continue to do it. Clearly my roots are so growed out. Fashion is my main love, but I do really want to start incorporating beauty videos maybe like once a month, and I want to start talking about makeup, hair, and stuff. If you ever wanted to know about my hair color, I have a vlog of the day I got it done at the salon on my vlog channel. I will link that above. Essentially what I did was I got brown roots, so it kind of transitioned into the blonde nicer, but I kind of want the blonde straight away to my roots. I think that might look kind of cool, like with a strong contrast against my brows. And I know some people don't like foundation lips, but I like to put foundation on my lips so I don't have to worry about using like lip liners. I feel like it cancels out color. After foundation, I conceal, and recently I've been liking a bold highlight, so I am using the Anastasia concealer in the shade 5.0, and this shade here is probably 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone. This is the max I would ever do. This concealer is such a good price. It goes for like 25 Canadian and the coverage is really good. It's really creamy. I'm getting older and I have like a wrinkle underneath my eye, so I need a concealer that's creamy and not drying at all, especially if I'm setting it with a loose powder. I want something very moisturizing. Most of the really good concealers like the NARS and the Urban Decay, they're pushing $40. They're almost the price of foundations and I'm like, okay, you need to chill a little bit. Just take a little bit of that on my beauty blender. I put some of that underneath my eye and on my eyelid. I try and put a little at a time because I don't want to overdo it. And if I ever need more, once I start blending it out, I just add a bit more. And then I also put some down the bridge of my nose and on my chin. Also, the disclaimer that everyone uses, I don't wear makeup every single day. In fact, probably for the last week I haven't been wearing makeup because my skin has been treating me so well. I recently went vegan the other day and honestly my body is thanking me so much for it. I will admit, like, I went cold turkey. Like, at first it seemed kind of cool, but eventually it was kind of hard. You really need to make sure you have your fridge stocked up. I did have cheese a few times and I actually did eat fish a few times as well too, and I was like considering going pescatarian, and some people will be like, well, you're not vegan then. Listen, if I sin, does that make me not Christian? Like, I'm still trying my hardest not to give in to fish and cheese and milk. It's actually not as hard as it seems because one, I'm lactose intolerant, so I really can't have milk or cheese. My back knee goes berserk once I have it. Eggs I don't care for at all. Meat just disgusts me. I don't think I could ever have meat again. I haven't had it since I've gone vegan. I'm so glad I did it. I filmed a few videos for my vlog channel on it, so I'll post those eventually, but honestly, what is bloating? I don't bloat anymore. Like, this is the life. But anywho, back to makeup. This concealer needs to be set well or else it will crease, and I'm actually not using my Makeup Forever one. It finished, so I have like NYE Banana Powder in here, but I need to repurchase this Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder because it's the realest. It holds your makeup all day. Oh gosh. Loose powder. I always make a mess whenever I do this. It's so horrible. On my beauty blender and try not to mess up the entire room. Try to take that up really close, and then I put that on the eyelid as well. Set my nose and my forehead. Ooh, we gotta get those smile lines, honey. Ooh, we be smiling all day and we don't want to be creasing. Now that we have gotten snowed on, I usually just brush it off with this big Real Techniques brush. What is this? The powder brush. So now that that's dusted off and our base is done, the eyebrows now. And my favorite brow thing of all time is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. It just works a lot faster than the Brow Wiz, especially because I have like some thick sparse parts I have to fill in quickly. And of course, when I come to film this video, it's practically done. I really want to try the L'Oreal little brow thing, but it keeps selling out everywhere. I'm so annoyed. I'm trying to be a good student and not spend too much unnecessarily, and like $30 is a lot for this stuff. I might have to do it because brows are very important. All I do with this is fill in the sparse areas. I kind of create like a shape at the end and then I fill that in. People come in. This is the part that needs a lot of filling in under this brow. Like, it just never grows because this is the brow that got like burnt basically. This brow is just not behaving today. Like, do you want a spanking? You're being disrespectful. Oh my gosh. This eyebrow is getting a timeout, like, honestly. Usually I like to draw like a little line right a little bit further out than my brow because my brows are kind of far apart. So I kind of like to bring them together a little bit because it makes your nose look skinnier. Then I take my brow powder by Anastasia as well, and this is in the color dark brown, and I basically just feather out the front of my brows with the powder. I just like the powder because it looks a lot softer, and the one thing you don't want the front of your brows is to be harsh. Brush upwards, and then I kind of like try and make little hair-like lines. And then I kind of do this motion too. And after I kind of like brush it out a bit. Oh, and this spoolie is the number 12 from Anastasia as well. My eyebrows today, except this tail. This tail is on TO. Anastasia, everything for brows. The brow gel from them. This holds your brows in place. If you have long, unruly brows, honestly get this. Some people complain about their brows being crunchy or hard with it. Do you want soft eyebrows? Like, who's touching your eyebrows? What does it matter? I'm not an eyeshadow queen at all. I need to get my sister on here to do that. But with the blondie brown hair color, I like to wear a lot of pinks. So my favorite eyeshadow of all time, which I think might be discontinued because this is what the girl told me and I bought like 3 of them. She could have lied to me and I just and wanted me to pick up a bunch, but it's Brown Script by MAC, and I'm sorry if it is discontinued, but one that's really similar to this is NYX Dance the Tides, and my sister wears that all the time and it's such a pretty color. And on everybody this will read differently, but on me it reads kind of like a mauvey pink. All I do is like take this in the crease with a little blending brush and put it all over the lid. And what brush is this? NUXE blending brush 227. And I don't know if you guys can see, but it's just a really nice light pink wash and it's good for every day. NUXE eye shading brush in 213, and I just kind of like pack that onto the lid so you can kind of see it better. I need like a proper pencil brush, but I like to take this under the lower lash line, maybe like halfway, not the entire way. And then after that we contour, and the thing I'm still using is this Tarte slenderizer thing. I think this could be discontinued as well, which makes me sad because I really liked it. I don't know why. I think they discontinued my color. So disrespectful. I'll try and link something down below that is similar to it. When I actually find a contour that's cool tone, and let alone find my shade, and I'm so sad they took this away. And it's such a good thing to blend too, so I just put that underneath my cheekbone a little bit. I even put it under my jawline because we are not trying to have a double chin over here. I blend that bad boy out with this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I love this. It just kind of fits nicely up in there. And I blend upwards. And then whatever's kind of left on my brush, I kind of take that up here. And after I blend out underneath here, and you really want to make sure you get this little crevice right here because you want to see it snatched from up there, not just underneath the chin. Isn't it funny how discontinued items are always the best items? Like, brands be on some next. It's this little mini NARS blush that I got from like Sephora for a gift one time, and it's called Goo.gl, and it's honestly one of my favorite blushes to date. It's hard to go overboard with this, which I kind of like, because sometimes when I go overboard with my blush, I'm like, oh no. One of my favorite pinky highlights of all time is actually from the beauty supply store, and it is All Over Glow Bronzing Powder. So I guess for some it could be a bronzing powder, and it's in the color Bronze Glow. I like this brush of all time for my highlighter, the tapered highlighter Luxie brush, the 522. It just blends things so nicely. I don't like when highlight is too like cut like a line. Yeah, and then I try and like blend that into my blush. I don't want it to look too much like a line. I'm gonna take this little brush and then try and get that on my brow bone. Yeah, that's better. Next, I'm gonna spray my face with the NYX Matte Finish setting spray, long lasting, and I think this actually works really well. I'm like trying to determine if it's in my head or not, but I feel like my makeup just melts together nicely, and it also helps the longevity of it as well too. So I'm gonna close my eyes and do that. And I don't like getting this stuff on my lips because I can feel kind of that like matte coating a bit, so I like to keep them moisturized and close them. I totally did not realize somebody was mowing their lawn, so sorry if that was annoying. I'm taking the Makeup Forever Aqua XL extra long lasting waterproof eye pencil, and I put this in my tight line. I'm just kind of over liquid eyeliner and doing winged liners and stuff, unless it's kind of like for a special occasion, but for day-to-day makeup, I just like something in my tight line. The next thing I do is I curl my lashes with the Surratt eyelash curlers. I think that's all they're called. And I just love this thing. If you have big eyes, you will like this one a lot because it fits your long lash line. Shui Mura, I bought those ones and they were pinching my eyelids because My eye bed is actually really long, so and they're kind of made for like a shorter, rounder eye. I think they're kind of made for the typical Asian eye, and I don't have that typical Asian eye, so yes, it didn't work for me. Next is I'm going to be using this mascara. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I really want to try the new L'Oreal one because I think that's slightly better than this one. First impressions of this mascara, I did not like it. I was cheesed. I was like, why is everyone hyping this up so much? But it actually grabs onto a lot of the hairs and it separates them really nicely and makes them nice and voluminous, but it does not hold a curl very well. So I feel like my eyelashes just droop down by the end of the day. I also like to do my lower lashes as well. I used to never like doing my lower lash line, but I don't know, I feel grown up when I do it. I don't know. But yeah, back to that question, how are you guys doing? Seriously, like, what's good? I actually started like a new program, a college program actually, and it's in journalism, and so far so good. I really like it. Oh, quick thing on my technique, I just like to wiggle from the base, the root of the lash, and go upwards, and also I kind of like to curl the ends of them just so I can get more of that curl. And then I also kind of like to focus on the outer lashes and kind of like fan them out with the tip of the mascara wand where there's a lot of product. I could literally take 10 minutes to apply my mascara. Like, mascara is it for me. Last but definitely not least is lips, and I'm using the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Allison. I think this is limited edition. Sorry, I'm being really annoying now. I think I still saw it on their site the other day, so I will link that. It's slightly drying, but it feels so lightweight at the same time. It's such a weird formula. It's not my favorite, but I love the color of it. So you really need lip balm underneath this. So that's why I always make sure to put lip balm at the start. And we're just gonna apply this. My camera had just died when I was applying this, but this is how the color looks. I try and like blend out the edges, and I just like the pink because of like my hair color. It's just very girly and blondie and fun. Sometimes I'll leave it like this, but sometimes what I like to do is add MAC's half and half lipstick in the center. It just kind of gives it a nice kind of like gradient effect. Oh, another thing I like to do, you probably can't see from here, but I have this really baby kind of like mole that's forming. It's so hard to see. And then I kind of like to highlight that with some mascara. So I take a toothpick. Seems bougie, but it works. Focus. Okay, that is how it should look. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will list all the products down below that I used. Let me know some of your favorite everyday makeup products so I can try them out. I feel like all of my makeup is starting to run out at once, so let me know. Hook me up. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and take care. Bye.